Well, here we are again. Ha 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 ha. I hope this is recording. Well, get on with it. This is GCSE Italian 2007/2008, and it says the personal website of Wendy Sears. So if you put in GCSE Italian on Google or somewhere, I think I'm using Ask Jeeves or whatever it is. However, you get different search results, but this Wendy Sears did GCSE Italian in 2007 and 2008. And it's very interesting, you know. I mean, she made her own website. She's a very clever person. In 2007 I made the decision to take a GCSE in Italian at my local college. And she tells you about stuff. But really what I'm doing is I'm just doing a bit of Italian today. So she writes, so if you are ever asked a question that asks you what you could do in the future and ends ti potrebbe fare in futuro, mi potrebbe, try potrei, or even vorrei, for goodness sake. What she means there is she's been putting the wrong verb in. She's used potere, which is pouvoir in French, but she's used it as a reflexive, and it's not a reflexive verb. So she made a mistake of putting I am able to, or I will be able to, or I could, which is a future tense of I can. I could do it in the future. What's she writes? There she writes, I should add at this point that I totally screwed up one of the questions on the written paper. Oh, she's spelt written with one T on the writing paper. Damn the conditional tense. Oh, and she's put an exclamation mark. Conditional tense. Yeah, okay. It is difficult. It's future, isn't it, with a little change. Like in French, it's future. It's pourrait. Oh, and then you put an S on the end instead. You know, when it's future, you leave the S off. And it says, postmortems are never good, but I can't help thinking of the 5 points I know I have just thrown away through a lack of care. Well, you just make mistakes, don't you? So if you are ever asked a question that asks you what you could do in the future and ends, well, it's not really what you could do in the future, it's what you would do in the future. You know, you start with that, getting your English right. And it's not really her who's getting it wrong, it's going through exams and stuff. You get your brain kind of frazzled, don't you? So what it says is, so if you are ever asked a question that asks you what you could do in the future, and if it ends ti potrebbe fare in futuro, I get it. So she's saying, what would you be able to do in the future? You don't fucking know, do you, what you're going to be able to. You only live in the present anyway. Your life is what is a continuum. You don't anyway. So it's like, really what they're saying is, what are you thinking of doing in the future? That's what they're asking. And then she says, do not respond with mi potrebbe. Pardon me, I don't know what potrebbe means actually, but she's trying to say I would like to, I could, you know, try potrei or even vorrei, for goodness sake. Then she puts, okay, I have to stop thinking about this. I can't change it. I am going to stick my head out and say that even with that screw up, or perhaps because of it, I will get a B. I'm going to look an idiot if I fail this exam. I'll get lower. Well, not really. I mean, to get a B, you got to be bloody good. And nowadays you can't tell. Exam systems are to bollocks anyway. I'm going to look an idiot if I fail this exam. I'll get low. Right. Then she tells you about the GCSE Italian exam. The examining board was AQA. The papers come in two formats: higher and foundation. You can mix and match the papers to reflect your strengths and weaknesses. However, if you only take the foundation papers in all areas, the most highest grade, oh dear, the highest grade you can attain is a C. Look, she put the most highest grade you can attain. Mind you, typing's good unless you got somebody to do it. The most highest grade you can attain is a C. Okay, the highest grade you can get is a C. So it's like CSE or something, isn't it? That's CSE Italian. There are 4 parts to the exam. Yeah, and you see, doing Italian's difficult because school you do French for 5 years, then you're expected to learn Italian. Well, really, it'd take you 5 years and studying everything else like you do at school. Because I've tried and it's so difficult. There are 4 parts to the exam: reading, writing, oral, and listening. And you'll guess that's why I'm kind of a bit obsessed with recording stuff, because I suppose that's where I learnt it, you know. You learn in Dutch, you get cassettes, you play them back, you answer questions, all that. In 2007-8 the following themes were covered. Now this is on the French syllabus, it must be on all of them: German, French, Spanish. If they did Danish, it'd be on there. And it's got My World first. And it's got 1 A, B, C, D, E, self, family and friends, interests and hobbies, home and local environment, daily routine, school and future plans up to age 18. You see, it's not easy, you know, it's difficult. I've seen this on the French syllabus when I was a teaching assistant. Holiday time and travel, transport and finding the way, tourism, accommodation, holiday activities, services, A to E, work and lifestyle, A to E, home life, healthy living, part-time jobs and work experience, leisure, shopping. See, there's a lot to it. Then section 4, the young person in society. Now this is what a teacher would have to kind of go through all this syllabus and teach it, obviously. Character and personal relationships, environment, education, careers and future plans post age 18, social issues, choices and responsibilities. If you want a better breakdown of the sorts of things you should be able to talk about in relation to each heading, then I recommend that you go to the 2008 AQA specification. Look on page 28 onwards. Yeah, so she's very literate, this Wendy Sears, and she's had a bash, hasn't she? You know, she's had a go at doing Italian. I'm just turning fire down now. She's had a go at doing Italian. Really, it's a year, doing it a year or 2 years. It's not easy. You probably won't pass it. We used a book called Rapidamente by Leonardo Oriolo. ISBN 0. Oh God, I'm reading all all details of the book. This comes with a CD to accompany the text. Obviously you will need to use the book recommended by your college. However, my advice is not to limit yourself to the material directly provided. Try other resources for inspiration. For example, I used Google Italy for general browsing in Italian, Radio Rai for Italian radio, BBC Italianissimo for online learning. Now, I've had a look in BBC Italianissimo. It's really good. So I'll probably go back and go through some of that, and I might make some more of these little files and post them, you know. Il Giornale, online Italian newspaper. So again, online. BBC Italianissimo is good. Is a nice looking chick actually does that one, and she's a cracker, and she goes through places. I just say Pedavena. She goes through historical sort of towns, and she goes shopping and goes into shops buying cheese. I'm making it up now. She goes in like buys cheese and buys various things, and then she drives around in a car. She's got a little white Fiat or something, and she goes out onto the motorway in it. And so they made these. Well, it's BBC, so they made these really good Italian lessons. And sometimes you have to just go back. I don't know exactly where on the syllabus I should be. I should be really learning verbs like potere, potrebbe, potrai, vorrai. I know vorrai from when I was in Holland. Vorrai il menu, which means I would like the menu. Funny that, isn't it? Why I came to learn Italian in Holland. Teliac cursus it was called. Just because it was something to do when I was on the dole, you know, something keeps you busy. Google Italy for general browsing Italian. Right, see, so she's given some great resources there. She's given a book by Leonardo Oriolo. And I suppose this just came out first. I looked at this one because it was just the first reference. Say it was in Google. The second website that came up was Wendy Sears. One resource I found by accident was Euronews. If you have Sky and change the default language from English to Italian, then you can get Euronews in Italian. It's actually great. Oh, very clever. They talk too fast for me to understand everything, but I could understand phrases and get the gist of what was being said most of the time. It's great just for the sound and flow of words. Well, she's right there. However, you can listen to Italian like that, but you still can't develop because you have to make the grammatical connections. You have to sit down and kind of be tested, like doing the GCSE and then doing it again until you pass it, because when you passed it you've proven you can master the conditional or the future tense or past simple, past perfect, past imperfect. That's about it. You've got the past historic in French and you've got it in Italian. You've got 3 past historics or 4 in Italian, and you need them for when you're reading, and they use it in verbal Italian as well. Fossi, which is far, it's the past historic. They're difficult, you know. So people who talk about learning Italian and French, it's fucking difficult, and Spanish as well. Whereas English isn't really. I mean, English is, but it doesn't have all that. Dutch certainly doesn't have all that. It has plenty of stuff, but it doesn't have lots of problems with the subjunctives, and that's exactly what tricks you. I would say tricks you out, trips you out. Now that's what trips you up in exams, because you've got to master the past historics. So moods, that's what they are, moods. The core information you need to pass this exam will come from your lecturer, etc. My consolidated Italian revision stuff. Please note this is a Word document, 226 kilobytes. In addition, it contains some inaccuracies, so beware. See, she's even put up a Word document as well. Like, she's put up another document for you to link to her website. I mean, she's made a website to begin with. Right? It's brilliant. Note about plagiarism. Examination boards taken in view. Right. Then look, she's put a HTTP address, Wikipedia, and plagiarism. See, she's really making this website. It shows you how clever this Wendy Sears is. Copying directly, word for word, paraphrasing using similar words, using other people's material anyway without acknowledging your sources. Oh, she's defining plagiarism there. Molto importante. I'm going to make some points here. Day 1. There's Wendy. So all that is left is 600. No, Claire, Chris and Dennis or someone. Derry, Beryl, Bert. So these are 3 people who are on the course. Results 21st of August 2008. Grade What's this? It'd be alright if I could make this bigger though. Nope, I don't think it will go bigger. Of course it will go bigger if I get hold of Google. Oop. Tools, is it? Shit, can't find it. Yeah, I'll look at it and see if she got I'd have to get my glasses on to see this. A-star. The attached Word document indicates the grades that were needed for each component this year to obtain an A-star grade. Grazie mille, Manuela Contardi per tutti. Top of page, that's it. Ah, that's a brilliant website, you know. I can't make one like that. I've made a website though. I think I might go have a look at my website. I might do GCSE Italian. How to pass it by somebody who hasn't got a qualification in it. Anyway, that's that one. Have a quick look back. Yeah, so on Bing, I've got Bing, MSN, Microsoft. It's got Italian, got foreign languages, GCSE Italian. That was very helpful, you see. Then you got AQA, GCSE Italian. Let's have a look in there. And then we'll end this 20 minutes. We'll have. It takes a long time to upload if it's 20 minutes. Look, it's got the specifications for last exams. And it's a PDF file, which I don't really want that in my computer. Filling it up. Modular. All that. Specimen papers and mark schemes, key materials. Oh look. Specifications for last exams. How use a UMS converter. Try again. Specification. Now I suppose I'm going to have to get the PDF file down. Right, and then we'll put all this up. Oh, you can listen to it. And then you can go look for Wendy Sears, which is S-E-A-R-S. There we go. Introduction. GCSE specification. Bloody hell, it's a big one, this one. Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? How they've made this. You know, look. Got one of these Roman heads and a lot of spaghetti or something. Macaroni. AQA Logistics Centre, Manchester. Come on, fucking hell, where is it? Why choose Italian? Accessibility setup assistant. Set all accessibility options. Next. Use high contrast colours for a document. I'm not reading all this. Oh, it's Adobe Reader, yes. Info, left to right, info. A reading order from document. Next. Come on. Large documents. Next. Done. That was a complex little PDF file. How do I start using this specification? Teacher support. See the very thorough specification. Unit 1 listening. Examination 40%. Foundation tier 30 minutes. Italian short course in spoken language higher tier 4. Unit 3. Reading, listening, reading. It's not easy. Unit 3 speaking. Unit 4 writing. Unit 1 listening, Italian full course. Can't find any Italian here. No. Really what you want is verbs in it. Modal auxiliaries, they're the key. French, German, Italian. Modern Hebrew, Punjabi, Polish, Spanish, Urdu. Media studies, PE. Technology and HE. Convert marks to UMS. There you are.
Reminds me of my teaching assistant days, this. If I'd have had a computer with internet access, man, I'd have been this kid. Right, that's that then. We've finished 20 minutes.